We are live. Okay, there we go. We are live. We got 9 million people showing up. Just 9, but you know. So, how's it going, everybody? NR2003 is hopefully coming back. So, I'm going to talk to you guys here for a little bit and talk to you guys about what is going to go happen here. So off the bat, I am going to be streaming NR 2003. I don't know if it'll be like a weekly thing or anything like that, but yeah, we are doing this. We are doing this, and we are going unrestricted. So as it says in the title, we are going to have no restrictor plates on these cars. And here's all the setups here. I'm going to go realistic here. It's going to be a nice clear night here, 65 degrees with let's go westerly wind at 2 miles an hour. And so this is all of the setup right here. And yeah, hopefully this works. Hopefully this all works. And yeah, 21 viewers. So got a little bit of pressure. So I wouldn't be surprised. Just let me know if there's any lag as the race rolls on here. And we're going to give this a shot. So, the way how this is all going to go down. And so thank you guys for all joining. NRF 2005, GC Special Umbreon, Eric Keplinger, Cowbush Sweeps, Doritos Mountain Dew, Can Failure, Ian White, Elizabeth Richard, among others. Let's see, Diehard AA38, Zippy Shippy, and yeah. This is a whole new world. And hopefully this works. That's all I have to say. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run practice for just a couple of minutes here, and I'm just very curious how it looks on your end. And let's see here. Bit of lag there. Oh yeah, did I mention that Ben Rhodes is going to be in this race? Let's go to Ben Rhodes. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Is it going to crash? Yeah, it crashed. Okay. Good to know. Shoot. Let's fix something here. Sorry about that. Windows Sonic for headphones is in use. Okay. Try that again. This is the first time, so, yeah, lots of pressure on me. Let's do this. Let's plug in the laptop here. I did run a couple of tests earlier, and hopefully it works. Ah, shoot. It's going to kick me out again, isn't it? Yep, it did. All right. That's cool. Actually, shoot. Hold on. One more time. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. We got 27 viewers. All right. That's good to know. That is actually really good to know. Okay. We should be good. We should be good. And then I guess just while you guys are here, as a heads up, I'm going to be playing NASCAR Heat 4 tomorrow night, and that's going to be Talladega only, so that'll be fun. But we're not worried about that now. Right now, hopefully we can get... There we go. There's the audio. Let me know how you guys, how the audio is for you guys. Let's jump ahead a little bit here. Okay. So here we go. There's Christopher Bell. Let's just follow Christopher Bell for a lap here. And I'm just curious as how everything looks. Let's see, how's the frames here? About 30 to 60. Let's see, I don't think you guys can see the speed. Oh yeah, you can, on top here. So we're gonna go like 250. Let's see, 2 frames a second. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. But I'm just gonna let this go for a little bit. Yeah, I see that. It is definitely very choppy. Which kind of sucks. Let's see here. And so again, this is a big test because I just want to see like if I can get this to work. And if I need to work on the like bit rate and whatnot, I will definitely take that time to do that. All right. Let's see here. Oh, looks like we got a wreck already. That's nice. Alright, we're not going to see that. Alright, that's good to know. So, alright. Let's go ahead and we're going to run...
To your cars.
We're going to run qualifying here. So let's just see how this all goes down. No way. No way. Alright, so if you guys want to screenshot the qualifying order here, BJ McLeod is going to be on the pole with Brendan Gaughan in second. Eric Jones, Chris Buescher, and Paul Menard and JJ Yaley did not get qualifying times. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's jump into the race here. And so the way we're going to break this down is we're going to do two...
To your cars.
Thank you. We're going to do two 94-lap races. So... let's go ahead and look at the starting lineup here for the first night race at Talladega. And side note, I'm going to keep qualifying the same. I'm going to do a little homage to the 10 Winners Challenge. And so we'll do this race, and then we'll do the same race again when we're going to keep the same starting lineup. Nice, can failure. All right, so here we go. So starting lineup here for Talladega. So on the pole, BJ McLeod with an incredible time of, oh, what was the time? It's like 38 point... Let's double look at the qualifying here. 38.130. And alongside him, Brendan Gaughan in the 62. Row 2, we got Eric Jones in the 20 DeWalt car. He is not in the playoffs anymore. And alongside him, Chris Buescher in the 60 Roush car. This is kind of my wink, wink, nudge, nudge to Roush Racing that Chris Buescher should be in the 60 car when he moves over to 2020. And, yeah. Also, yeah, guys, make sure you don't do caps lock because Streamlabs will tell you not to do that. Row number 3, we got Kyle Larson in the McDonald's Team Classic Chevrolet, and then Kyle Busch is in 6. Corey LaJoie is going to be in 7th in the Schuler Systems Ford, and then Joey Logano alongside with in the Pennzoil Ford. Austin Dillon in the number 3 American Ethanol Chevrolet, and his brother Ty Dillon will alongside with in 10th. Denny Hamlin will start in 11th, and Chase Elliott. You know, Chase Elliott did not get enough love in the number 9 car. So, and when at Dover. So I decided he's going to drive the pink car again here at Talladega. Next row, we got Ryan Newman in the number 6 Oscar Mayer Ford, and Brian Blaney in the Menards Ford Mustang as well. What are we at? Row number 8. We got, let's see, is it row number 8? I believe so. Got Alex Bowman in the 88. Alongside him, Eric Almirola in the 10. Clint Boyer in the Peak Performance Ford. And Christopher Bell in a second Levine Family Racing Toyota. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the Hugs Ford. And Kurt Busch in the ComServe Chevrolet. Michael McDowell in the number 34 Love Speedco Ford. And Daniel Suarez a little ways back. Brad Keselowski in the Miller Lite Ford, and that paint scheme is exactly the same, and Bubba Wallace in the Worldwide Technology Chevrolet. Farther back still, we got Daniel Hemrick and David Ragan in the Select Binds Ford. Matt DiBenedetto in the Procore car, and by the way, this is a special car made by Splash and Go Graphics, and I love it, so that's why I'm going to run it. And Matt Tifft in the 36 car. Farther back still, Cody Ware in the 51, and Ben Rhodes in the first Thor Sport Cup car here at Talladega. Parker Kligerman in the 96, and I was supposed to say Joseph Lombard. Ryan Sieg in the number 39 Lombard Bros Gaming Chevrolet. Farther back still, we got Garrett Smithley in the 77, and Martin Truex with a dismal qualifying start as the playoff contender is farther back still. Jimmy Johnson in the 48 Allied Tools or Allied Financial Bank Chevrolet, and his teammate William Byron, who is in the playoffs, but he has a long ways to go if he wants to make it to victory lane. Ryan Priest farther back still, and Kevin Harvick is starting in 38th. Dismal qualifying run for him. And then we got Landon Castle in the 00, and alongside him, Ross Chastain in the 15. And rounding out the field, Paul Menard in the 21 did not have a qualifying run. Neither did JJ Yaley. All right, so again, we're going to see how this goes. How much time do we have left? 56 seconds? We'll let it go here. Just want to thank you guys. This is already, I could tell, the most viewed stream at 30. So thank you guys so much for stopping by here. This is a complete test, and will be interesting to see how the lag is, if anything else. And yeah, we'll go from there. And so thank you guys. And also, just make sure you guys don't do caps lock, because Streamlabs is really picky about that. I failed to fix that because I didn't realize how many people were going to be here. And yeah. Just make sure you don't spam the caps lock, and we'll be good. Also, if you guys want to send super chats and donations through the Streamlabs, we can do a special thing where it's like you put it in, and it's like, this Streamlab or this donation is brought to you by whoever, and then I can give this shout out.
Start your engines.
Oh boy, guys, here we go. So BJ McLeod is on the pole. So chat, who do you think is going to win tonight here at Talladega? So you got Corey LaJoie in 7th. We got Joey Logano in 8th. Playoff drivers, where are they starting? We got Kyle Larson, who's already advanced to the next round, in 5th. Kyle Busch is 6th. Joey Logano 8th. Who do we got? Hamlin farther back. Let's do this shot here. We got Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott. They both love each other. They are just outside the top 10. Let's see, you got Alex Bowman in the middle of the pack. And then farther back, we got Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, and William Byron. All right, boys. This is for real. So 42 cars, 94 laps. Pit wear is the same. It's just one time, so they'll probably pit once. Single file restarts, no green white checkered finishes. Just like the good old days. It looks okay in the live feed. Alright guys, and so the biggest thing is no restrictor plates, or whatever we have nowadays. They are going to go fast. Alright guys, so it is going to happen for real. Can BJ McLeod hold off? Will it not be a fluke, or will he fall to the back of the field? So BJ McLeod, Brendan Gaughan, Eric Jones, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, or somebody out of the back, as the pace car has pulled on in. We are back at NR2003, and the race is on here at Talladega. And just like that, BJ McLeod leads lap number 1 here at Talladega Night. Brendan Gaughan is 2nd, Eric Jones looking to the high side in 3rd, as 3 wide farther in the back as Kyle Busch goes way up high with Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson. Down the back straightaway we go. BJ McLeod has a big gap, but because of the draft, Eric Jones should reel in BJ McLeod as he is on the way high side. And to the high side he goes, and Eric Jones is going to pass BJ McLeod without any issues, and teammate Kyle Busch will go in behind. And so Joe Gibbs cars are going to be 1, 2, with Kyle Larson moving in 4th. And down in turn number 1 now, Kyle Busch once more. As Kyle Busch goes to the high side here of Eric Jones, as they're going to go side by side for the lead. And here we go, exactly just like that. And the high side is where it's at here, as they're going 250 miles an hour into turn number 3. And Kyle Busch has now cleared Eric Jones for the lead. BJ McLeod has hold steady in 3rd, with Kyle Larson now in 4th. Larson has nothing to lose as he's already in the next round of the playoffs. So, hey, why not? Let's get him a win. So Kyle Busch leads lap number 2, and the pace car is moving as the caution is out. And it looks like we have a little bit of commotion here. And the caution is out, apparently. I did not catch exactly what happened here. And Ryan Blaney has plenty of damage. Major championship implications right there for the 12 team. Take a look here on the 12 car here. Looks like we had a little wreck on the front straightaway, and it looked like it involved the 12 of Blaney. See if there anybody else had any issues. Yeah, Michael McDowell also has a bit of back end damage as well. So the cars slow up here. It looks like everyone's going down pit road. We'll go through pit stops here first, and we'll see. Once we go through pit stops, we'll take a look at the replay and see what happened. So let's see him going down the front straightaway here. And it looks like I believe everybody is going to be pitting here. Kyle Busch pits there. BJ McLeod, because he started on pole, will be all the way at the end. Well, this is a nice shot. And it looks like everyone is on pit road. I'm just going to see if I can get a better shot and see. And wow, Austin Dillon off pit road first. Then it's Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson. Boy, we definitely have an interesting situation here. Austin Dillon, I am very curious. I'm going to go back in time. Did Austin Dillon take 2 tires? Oh, he just took fuel only. Watch the 3 car. He just comes down pit road, and I guess he just topped it off with fuel. So, attaboy to the 3 team. Bit of a risk, if you will. Alright, so we'll take a look at the starting order here in a minute, but what I'm curious about is the caution. What was the reason for the first caution here at Talladega? Alright, so farther in the back, we got Blaney right there. Oh, Almirola went into Ryan Blaney. Okay. Alright. And it looks like, wow, a bunch of cars slammed into each other, but that's really it. Interesting. Let's look at this wreck again. So let's do this in slow-mo. So we got Eric Almirola here. That's very interesting because he was running the low line. So watch here, because you have Eric Almirola there, very slow, and it moves up into Ryan Blaney. That's very strange. And so Almirola moves up into Ryan Blaney. Christopher Bell, I don't believe got any damage, which good for him. Let's see if we can get a better view of this. Okay, here we go. So how did McDowell get the damage? Oh, Brad Keselowski. Okay, so Brad got into the back of McDowell, and then it was kind of a chain reaction. And right there. Okay. So Brad Keselowski also has a lot of damage to the 2 car as well. So we already have a very interesting situation for us already. By the way, how is the... is it choppy at all? I'm curious. Let's see here. Alright. So, very interesting moves right there. And it looks like Brad Keselowski has gone behind the wall. He has too much damage, and it looks like his day is done early. And that could potentially hurt his chances to move on to the next round of the playoffs. Alright, so we are currently, how many laps in? 6 laps in. So let's take a look here at the rundown. So Austin Dillon, fuel only for the 3 car. Kyle Busch is in second, Kyle Larson third, Alex Bowman. I want to know. Sorry, did Alex Bowman take 2 tires? I want to take a look at this. Nope, Bowman also took fuel only as well. So interesting move for the 88 team. Which makes me wonder, did Kyle Busch take 4 tires at all? Let's see, Kyle Busch. Oh, just 2 tires for Kyle. All right, that's interesting. Eric Jones, let's see, did he take 2 tires as well? And yeah, 2 tires for him. Okay. So yeah, we got a mixed bag here. All right, so Austin Dillon, who's not in the playoffs, he is your leader. Kyle Busch is in second. Kyle Larson third. Alex Bowman, who also did not take tires, is in fourth. Eric Jones fifth. Chase Elliott, the Talladega winner in the spring, is now sixth. Brendan Gaughan seventh. Joey Logano eighth. Christopher Bell with the superb avoidance. Here, let's hold on a second. I just want to show you guys Bell's wreck avoidance, if you will. You already saw right there, but let's just watch this in full. Look at that. Look at that. Just, he was on the brakes and just waited for the seat of pardon, and that's how Bell is now in the top 10. So yeah, it'll be very interesting for Blaney if he can salvage anything. Like if there is a big wreck that happens. There they are. And there they go. Okay. Alright, so we still got a couple laps still under caution here. I could accelerate if I want to, but nah, this is live. So here, let's just keep going down the rundown here. So, Chase Elliott 6th, Brendan Gaughan 7th, Joey Logano 8th, Christopher Bell 9th, Corey LaJoie hanging out in 10th. So, a lot for the 32 so far. BJ McLeod on pole is currently in 11th. So, he has fallen back, but he has not fallen to the back of the field yet. So, good job for the 52 team. Chris Buescher is hanging out in 12th. So far, so good. And this portion of the NR2003 race at Talladega is brought to you by NASCAR Diecast. Thank you so much, NASCAR Diecast, for the super chat, man. Greatly appreciate it. You're the best. So, Chris Buescher is back in, what did we say Chris Buescher was in? Chris Buescher was in 12th. Denny Hamlin 13th. Ryan Newman 14th. David Ragan is in 15th. Ty Dillon hanging out in 16th. Then you got Suarez, Bubba, Cody Ware doing pretty decent in 19th. And then Kurt Busch is in 20th. Then we got Matt Tifft. And then we got Joseph Lombard's car, Ryan Sieg, right here. And if you guys have caught it at all, let's find them. So you got the 5 of Christopher Bell, the 39 of Ryan Sieg, and the 99 of Ben Rhodes. So I painted these cars last spring, but I never put them in any like shorts or any races. So this is kind of their first test run with the rest of the pack. So let's get a better shot here. So we got Willie Byron, Daniel Hemrick. So Michael McDowell has a lot of rear end damage, but he's in 26. So on the restart, that's going to be someone to watch out for because he's going to be aerodynamically at a strong disadvantage. And then farther back still, because you have Ryan Blaney, and Ryan Blaney actually looks pretty good. The front end has a little bit of damage still, as well as the rear end, but I think he'll be okay. And then as we mentioned before, Brad Keselowski is in the garage. Alright, so we got one to go here as we're about to go green. No cars are a lap down, so this will be a full-on single-file restart. And as we mentioned before, Brad Keselowski is out of the race. One thing I do want to check, though, is that Jimmy Johnson is 41st. I just want to check briefly why. I just want to see here exactly. 2 tires. I guess, I guess just not a good pit stop for the 48. Alright, fair enough. All right, so Austin Dillon is your leader. He has won 2 races so far in the Cup Series. He has won the 2017 Coke 600 as well as the Great American Race in 2018. Can he get his 3rd win here tonight? With Kyle Busch in 2nd, Kyle Larson in 3rd, and then Bowman. So you got 3 playoff drivers in the top 5 with Eric Jones in 5th. Chase Elliott in 6th, and Brendan Gaughan is holding steady in 7th. So here we go. Pace car is in. Or is about to go in. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I believe so, NASCAR Weekly Podcast mod. Alright, here we go. So the pace car is in. Austin Dillon is your leader. Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, and Eric Jones, your top 5. We're about to go fast once again here, over 250 miles an hour. Will we have any more wrecks? We're about to find out. And the green is out. We are back racing here at Talladega. Alex Bowman gets a superb restart as he jumps immediately to the high side, as Kyle Busch has to make a decision, high or low, and he goes low to block Kyle Larson. A couple of Hendrick cars are hanging out on the high side. Alex Bowman and Chase Elliott, they're going to find each other on the high side. Down the back straightaway, Austin Dillon continues to lead with Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson holding steady, and Ryan Blaney is falling back fast. Down into turn number 3 here. Alex Bowman is still on the high side. Chase Elliott is looking to the low side of Alex Bowman, and now it looks like the top 6 are going to be singled out. But Alex Bowman gets a strong run on the high side, and he will stay on the high side as Austin Dillon will lead his first green flag lap here at Talladega. 10 laps are now complete. As the top 4 have begun to pull away, I want to just take a look at the back here as DeBenedetto has fallen back to 41st. Ryan Blaney is right there. And Michael McDowell, let's see if we can find Michael McDowell. He's running very steady. He's there in the middle of the pack. But let's go back to the front of the pack here as we have a battle for the lead as Austin Dillon's on the high side. And here comes Chase Elliott and Eric Jones on the high side. They're going to try passing by here as now we got about 10 cars as look at this as Christopher Bell is going to make his move underneath Brendan Gaughan. Down into turn number 1 here as we got 3 wide over 250 miles an hour. 240 now for Brendan Gaughan. As you see up front here, we got a huge gaggle of cars farther behind as they are 2 and 3 wide. If they try going 4, I don't think that's going to be good. So back up front, Kyle Busch is looking to the outside of Austin Dillon for the lead. And they're going to be side by side for the front, and it looks like Kyle Busch is going to lead that lap. Move Austin Dillon in the second, and Kyle Larson has a strong charge as he's going to move up into the front pack here. And look at the 42 on the high side. His momentum keeps going here as he's going to look to the high side here of Austin Dillon. Right now we got about 8 cars in a little breakaway with BJ McLeod still in the mix. And look at Kyle Larson to the outside of Austin Dillon. And could he get to the outside of Kyle Busch? Not so fast. Kyle Busch is right there with Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott. Boy, we got a big gaggle of cars here as Eric Jones is to the high side now of Austin Dillon. F now 12 laps complete here at Talladega. And Eric Jones to the outside of Kyle Larson, and he gets a strong run through turns 1 and 2, and now side by side for the lead once again. Eric Jones and Kyle Busch are now side by side with Eric Jones getting the monster momentum. Move the 20 car into the lead. Eric Jones is not in the playoffs anymore, but he still wants to prove his worth in the 20 car. Down the front straightaway, we got Jones, Busch, and then we got Larson, Dillon, and Bowman, your top 5. And Kyle Busch is going to try to fight back on Eric Jones. And let's go a little ways back here. So we got Brendan Gaughan to the outside of Chase Elliott. We got Christopher Bell to the outside of BJ McLeod. And down the back straightaway, we got Ryan Newman just inside the top 10. Joey Logano just outside the top 10. And we got 3 wide farther in the back with Corey LaJoie, who's fallen back a bit from the restart, Michael McDowell, and Daniel Hemrick. There's Martin Truex Jr. He is farther back outside the top 20. And let's move back to the front now, as we see here as Erik Jones is going to lead another lap. Kyle Larson has moved into second with Alex Bowman now to the outside of Kyle Busch. And now move Bowman to the outside of Kyle Larson as they're going to be 3 wide through turn number 2. Kyle Busch lost a lot of momentum down the back straightaway, and now he's holding up BJ McLeod, which is such a weird thing to say. And here comes Ryan Newman to the outside of BJ McLeod. Back up front now, we got a 4-car battle for the lead, as Brendan Gaughan is going to give room to Christopher Bell, and Erik Jones continues to lead here. As we got a 4-car breakaway, but we got Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott fighting back on the high side. It almost looks like a 2-car tandem, but Kyle Larson is on his own, but he's getting a lot of momentum, as well as Austin Dillon in the 3. Down the back straightaway, Jones continues to lead. Alex Bowman in second, and we got a lot of shuffling back here. A couple of new contenders as well. Denny Hamlin, Ty Dillon, Joey Logano, and we got Cody Ware in the 51 also hanging out. As well as Matt Tifft also making his presence known. So we definitely have a lot of cars here, as Alex Bowman continues to track down Erik Jones. Kyle Larson third. So now we got 16 laps complete. We're on lap 17. Erik Jones and Alex Bowman are 1-2. Could potentially pull away if they wanted to, but Kyle Larson is definitely holding his own in third with Austin Dillon. But we got to keep an eye on this gaggle of cars, because if one thing goes wrong here, nothing but a huge mess could happen. And battle for second as Kyle Larson goes to the outside of Alex Bowman. Bowman did not get a good run through turns 3 and 4. And so Jones continues to lead, but Bowman has moved his way back to 4th. Battle for second almost, as Austin Dillon tried getting underneath Kyle Larson, but Kyle Larson gets a huge run through turns 1 and 2. And down the back straightaway, side by side for the lead, as Kyle Larson is going to take that away from Erik Jones. And you are not fibbing, as Matt DiBenedetto has lost the draft and is going to potentially fall a lap down. DiBenedetto is going about 220. The rest of the cars, they're about 20 miles an hour faster. So we got Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman. Look at them. We got 4 cars underneath a blanket here for the lead. And guys, Bowman and Dillon did not take tires. So here we go. We got Matt DiBenedetto here. How are they going to clear by him? And it looks like Larson and Dillon are able to get by pretty efficiently. Is DiBenedetto going to block? Bowman goes high. Jones goes low down the back straightaway. But now side by side for the lead, as Austin Dillon looks underneath Kyle Larson. But no dice, as Kyle Larson is able to clear by Austin Dillon for the lead. Or Kyle Larson passed by Austin Dillon for the lead. Farther in the back as Brendan Gaughan. And how about teammates? DiBenedetto and Christopher Bell. They're nose to tail. Can Christopher Bell help out DiBenedetto, or is DiBenedetto just way too slow? I'm very curious if DiBenedetto is down a cylinder or something like that. Also, Chase Elliott is getting a huge push from Daniel Hemrick. That could have been huge, but fortunately that did not. And guys, Kyle Busch has fallen outside the top 10, by the way. Very incredible that Kyle Busch has fallen back a ways. So let's go back to the front here. So Austin Dillon is continuing to fight Kyle Larson on the high side here. And it looks like Austin Dillon is going to get the lead back. So give the lead back to the number 3 Chevrolet. Also got to give an attaboy to BJ McLeod in the 52, as he is holding strong in 5th, with Denny Hamlin in 6th. Brendan Gaughan 7th, Chris Buescher 8th, Ty Dillon is in 9th, and then you got Christopher Bell in 10th. But look at this gaggle of cars back here, as DiBenedetto, I think he's holding up this pack. I think, like DiBenedetto, I think he's trying to be competitive, but I also don't believe he is up to full song. And so I just worry for the cars behind, because again, if one person makes one false move, then huge championship implications potentially. So let's go back to the front here, shall we? So it looks like we've got about a 5-car pack now, as Denny Hamlin has now joined this group. So we got 5 cars now, and gotta love the colors. Red, yellow, green, blue, and purple are all represented here in this pack. I wonder if they could work together and pull away from the rest of the pack. BJ McLeod and Chris Buescher, they are trying to catch him, as well as Ty Dillon and Brendan Gaughan. So we now have just completed 22 laps here of 94. Kyle Larson continues to lead here. I wonder if anyone... Yeah, here we go. Alex Bowman to the outside. Eric Jones, is he going to follow suit? No. Eric Jones is going to go down to the inside, make it 3 wide. And Alex Bowman clears Kyle Larson. So move Bowman into the lead. Larson now in second, and Eric Jones, he did not have a good turn 3, as now he's dropped all the way back to 5th. BJ McLeod and Chris Buescher are right there. Boy, Chris Buescher, first race with Roush, and he's already making a statement. Buescher underneath, and Austin Dillon to the high side now. He's to the high side of Kyle Larson. Can he get by the high side of Alex Bowman as well? Down the back straightaway here. I really want to pull out from this lead because I want to just check the rest of the field. But this is some incredible racing, as Austin Dillon has gone around Alex Bowman. And just to note, these two only took fuel. Eric Jones is fighting back here on the high side, and Chris Buescher, he's trying to get himself into the top 5, as we got 3 wide here for 4th. Kyle Larson has it for now. And Austin Dillon continues to lead, with Denny Hamlin now in 4th. Chris Buescher, just to let you guys know, there's only one JDD Rotary Racing car tonight, and that is Ryan Preece in the 47. Eric Jones fighting back to the inside of Austin Dillon, but he does not get a good turn 3, and Austin Dillon will keep it for now. And look at this, as they're 2, almost 3 wide once again. So right now it looks like it's going to be like it's a pack of about 8 cars or so. There's the farthest back. So Ryan Blaney and Eric Almirola, if you guys are curious where they are about 30 seconds out from the lead. They need a caution ASAP if Ryan Blaney has any chance to salvage any points. So just a quick look here at this group, and pretty so far so good. If we want to go back to the front here, we got right here. And look at this. Chris Buescher has made his presence known. He is up to second, and he can potentially take the lead away here at Talladega. But we do still have a ways to go, as Alex Bowman continues to lead. Chris Buescher second, Austin Dillon third. The top 3 have pulled away a little bit. Eric Jones is 4th, Denny Hamlin 5th. Kyle Larson has slipped outside the top 5. And Kyle Larson is trying to get some momentum going on the high side here. And we want to give an attaboy to a few new competitors making their presence known. Ty Dillon and David Ragan are both outside the top 10, as we see Ty Dillon with a strong run to the outside of BJ McLeod. Of course, an attaboy to BJ McLeod for keeping it steady here in the top 10. But for how long? As David Ragan, Ryan Newman, and Chase Elliott are all going to pass by McLeod, possibly. David Ragan will for sure. Ryan Newman probably will. And Chase Elliott did not get a good turn 1, and just like that, he's going to lose 3 spots. Back up front, Eric Jones is now your leader. Alex Bowman, boy, what happened there? I don't know, but I do know that Chris Buescher did lead 1 lap. Austin Dillon's looking for something, but Ryan Blaney and Eric Almirola are in the way. So it will be interesting to see how the leaders will get by these lap down cars, as Eric Jones will lead another lap here, and we are 28 laps complete here at Talladega, as Chris Buescher with an absolutely ballsy move through the middle, and Austin Dillon had the check up. So down the back straightaway, Chris Buescher is going to fall in behind Ryan Blaney. I don't think that's a good move, as Chris Buescher now goes underneath Ryan Blaney, and Eric Jones continues to lead. Chris Buescher has gone around Ryan Blaney, and now we got ourselves a gaggle. Off of turn number 4, and it looks like cars are they're easily getting around Almirola, which is nice. But meanwhile, we got 3 wide here between Hamlin, Ty Dillon, and Alex Bowman in the 88. Boy, this is going to get very close, because if anyone brake checks, they will slam into each other. And mind you, they're still going about 230 miles an hour. So as they continue around there, Kyle Larson continues to lead with Eric Jones in second. Chris Buescher is now in third. Chris Buescher is going to take some momentum here on the high side here, but no dice. As we're going to go farther back again, Austin Dillon has fallen outside the top 10 through all of the madness here. As we follow here, a couple of 3 wides with Denny Hamlin, Brennan Gaughan, and the caution is out. The caution is out here and right here. Paul Menard and Jimmy Johnson. You hate to see that. Heavy, heavy front end damage for Jimmy Johnson. You see all of the damage there to the front of his car. Boy, Michael Marutz will not like this. So Jimmy Johnson, lots of front end damage. And we mentioned too that Paul Menard had quite a bit of rear end damage. And we're just following Johnson to see here. And it looks like he is not going to win tonight. So Johnson's going to pull in the pit road here. And does he go straight to the garage? Yes, he does. Landon Castle, I believe, has some rear end damage. And Paul Menard, lots of damage to his car. So it looks like we're about to have pit stops here. The 54 has stayed on track. That is JJ Yaley. But meanwhile, everybody else is on pit road. Chris Buescher, let's see how many tires he's going to take. I believe it looks like he's going to take 4. Makes sense because we've been going at it for quite a few laps. No, Chris Buescher only took 2. I'm very curious about the tire wear in this race. See Denny Hamlin here. Let's just see how many tires the 11 car is going to take. He is for sure taking 2. And Ty Dillon has pulled out of pit road ASAP. Does Denny Hamlin take 2 or 4? We're just going to check here and see. And it looks like 2 for the 11 car. Alright. So we'll take a look here, and it looks like 2 cars stayed on track. Eric Jones and JJ Yaley have both stayed on track. This is a very interesting pit strategy for those 2 cars. So, as we get relined up here, let's see what happened to the 48 and the 21. So let's take a look here. So as I set this up, just want to thank you guys again for watching this, and yeah. So let's see what happened here. So the 21, the 00, and the 48. So the 48 got a huge run on the 00. Well, it didn't say huge run, but was able to get to the inside of Landon Castle. Oh, interesting. 48 lost a little bit of ground. I wonder if something happened in front here. So down the back straightaway, and oh, Garrett Smithley gets into Paul Menard. And oh, right there. Got it. Okay. So that's what happened. Let's look at that replay again. And let's take it frame by frame. So Garrett Smithley, I don't know what his deal is. He went right up the track onto the 21 of Menard. And so Menard spins out the 77 of Smithley. And around he goes. And so, and then Castle had nowhere to go. And Johnson had nowhere to go in the Landon Castle. So that explains that damage. And then up ahead, McDowell spins Paul Menard out. And around he goes. So a 5-car wreck here on the back straightaway here at Talladega, which brings out the second caution, and not really a big one. So that is good. So here, let's look at this view. That's very interesting, because you had Menard right there. And I'm going to put the blame on Garrett Smithley on this. I want to know what you guys think. But I'm going to put the blame here on Garrett Smithley. He went up the track, and Menard just had no, he couldn't, yeah, just the timing just did not work. And then the 48, right on in, and pow, right into the back of Landon Castle. Both of them getting plenty of air. And Jimmy Johnson's day is done. So let's go on board here. Let's go on board with Paul Menard. I'm very curious as just to see Smithley's point of view. So this is by times 2 slow. And it looks like... Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. That was terrifying. But, oh, so just this part of the race is brought to you by Jack McCurry. Jack McCurry says, have always loved your content grip. Hope to see more NR2003 content as well as some of your new ideas. Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much for this. Greatly appreciate you. So, let's take a look again. So you have down the back straightaway. Garrett Smithley. Yeah, Garrett Smithley went right up into Paul Menard. Like, that's really all you could say. And around he goes. And there they go. And then behind. Alright, and then one more on board. Let's go on board with Jimmy Johnson. Because I am that guy. So again, thank you very much, Jack McCurry, for the super chat, man. Really helps me get motivated with these videos. So let's take a look at Jimmy. You hate to see that. Alright. So let's take a look here. Is Paul still racing? Alright. So we're about to go green here. Let's see what's up. So Almirola is on pit road. That's interesting. Actually, here, before we restart, let's see what happened to Almirola. I'm just kind of curious why he's still on pit road. Down pit road, and... he tries going, and... oh, Landon Castle! Boy! Oh, no! Landon Castle is not making any friends out there tonight, folks. Make sure WinVal is not watching this. Oh, boy. Alright, let's do this. Okay. So, here, let's jump ahead, I think, a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Eric Jones and JJ Yaley did not pit. So they are 1-2. Eric Almirola is on pit road because of that pit incident. Jimmy Johnson has a piston failure, so that's the reason why he's out. So the top 10. Eric Jones, JJ Yaley, Kyle Larson, Ty Dillon 4th, Chris Buescher, Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell, David Ragan, Brendan Gaughan, and Ryan Newman in the 6th. 34 laps are complete here at Talladega. And again, thank you guys for coming along for the ride. As the green is out, we are racing once again here at Talladega Nights. As you saw for a split second, Eric Almirola is back on track, but 2 laps down. Keep an eye on the lap down cars. Are they going to cause any havoc for these lead lap cars? I'm keeping an eye on DiBenedetto because something is wrong with that car. He is not able to pull up to full speed like the other cars. And everyone is trying to get around him, and BJ McLeod is trying to do anything he can. Boy, he's falling fast. Outside the top 20 potentially for him. And a very interesting move. Eric Jones and JJ Yaley are making their pit stops now. I have no idea why they're pitting now. That makes 0 sense to me. But let's check out this pack here as these cars are trying to get around DiBenedetto. All I have to say to that is good luck. So, through the madness, Kyle Larson is your leader. Ty Dillon is now in 2nd. Alex Bowman is 3rd. So, JJ Yaley in That's so odd. Why did JJ Elliott and Eric Jones decide to pit now? They easily. I wonder if they have some weird, I don't know, strategy, because they're a lap down. They are 100% a lap down. Whatever their excuse is. Check out the gauge on top. 240. Oh, farther behind. Ryan Newman gets in the back with Christopher Bell. And they both get into the outside wall. And they lose a ton of momentum. And Christopher Bell has a lot of damage to the right side of his car. That is definitely going to greatly affect the handling on that car. He is holding steady in 5th. But we're going to keep an eye on Bell. Because look at all the damage to the right side of that car. I don't think that car can hold on for much longer. Down the back straightaway here as Newman goes to the high side here. And back up front, we got Chris Buescher and Alex Bowman 1-2. Chris Buescher, very first race for Roush. Could the Chris Buescher, would it be an upset? I don't know. All I know is that Kyle Larson got really close to Chris Buescher as Larson was able to get a good strong run down the front straightaway, but can he carry that momentum through turn number 1? And down to turn number 1, and Larson did not, as Buescher was able to pull away from there. Boy, that I'm gonna have to fix that. So, just sorry about the caps lock. I need to get rid of that. I need to change that. I would say before the second race, I'll make sure to... no, actually, I can't. So, I'm sorry. That is something that will be fixed, for sure. Just make sure you guys don't caps lock or hit the shift bar or button, because that makes a big difference. Alright. So let's just take a look here. So DeBenedetto has fallen to the back of the field here. And Kevin Harvick and Martin Truex Jr. None of these guys are locked into the next round. And Martin Truex is currently 34th. So he's going to have a ways to go. And does Kevin Harvick have some front end damage? A little bit. Maybe that's why he's farther back. Alright, let's go back to the front here, shall we? Alright, we got a pack of cars here as Bowman leads, Kyle Larson second, and we got 6 cars underneath a blanket now. With Bowman, Larson, Ty Dillon, Chris Buescher, Ryan Newman, and Kyle Busch. Among others, we got Kyle Busch, we got David Ragan, we got Joey Logano, and we got Daniel Suarez in the picture now. So a good amount of cars are in this group here. As Ryan Newman did not get a good turn 3, as that'll stagger the field just a smidge, and that'll let Chase Elliott catch up to this pack. David Ragan, he has 1 career win here at Talladega, and he currently rides inside the top 10, potentially going for a top 5, as Joey Logano is making his way up to the front. Logano has quite a few wins here at Talladega. And it looks like the leaders are about to catch Eric Almirola, who is currently 2 laps down, and is potentially about to fall a 3rd lap down. Oh boy, that really held Alex Bowman up, and the leaders are all right there. And Bowman goes low, and how are they going to be able to get through it? All I know is that Chris Buescher has moved his way up to 2nd. Into turn number 1, Alex Bowman continues to lead, and Ryan Newman has made his way up to 3rd. The Rocket Man has done it. He has never won at Talladega. He has won at Daytona once, and that is, of course, the Great American Race back in 2008. Kyle Busch has snuck his way up into the top 5, as now he is up to 4th. Then you got Kyle Larson in 5th for the moment, but for how long, as they are now behind Almirola. And so one question, oh, no. David Ragan spins down the front straightaway. Chase Elliott gets into David Ragan as well. We're going to have to look. There's a lot of right side damage to the 9 car as the caution is out for the 3rd time here at Talladega. David Ragan underneath the yellow line here as he's just trying to get back up to speed. He is up to speed, so nothing really, I guess, no real issues with the car. But guys, that changes everything. So who are our leaders? So Alex Bowman is the leader right now with Chris Buescher in second. Ryan Newman third, Kyle Busch fourth, Kyle Larson in fifth. Pit stops. Are we going to see pit stops? And it looks like we do, as everybody is coming down pit road. And so that whole situation with Eric Jones and JJ Yaley, still have no idea why that happened. I still have no idea why that happened, because they are a lap down, and since there's no free pass, they're stuck there. They're going to have a good restart and an immediate caution if they want to have any chance to get back into this race. So Chase Elliott, lots of right side damage. So him and Christopher Bell are going to be two cars I'm going to be very curious about. If, oh, that is not good. BJ McLeod just got into the rear of Chase Elliott. As you see the 9 car there, they are definitely changing left side tires. So Chase Elliott, who already had issues at Dover, this is not going to help him out. Oh, what is going on here? Austin Dillon, David Ragan, Paul Menard, Eric Jones. Oh boy. Just lots of clutter here on pit road. Austin Dillon has quite a bit of damage now. Chase Elliott is on track, and he's pretty repaired. So Chase Elliott is not exactly out of it just yet. Oh no. What's going on, guys? Really? Alright, that's... You hate to see that. Come on, guys. Speed up. We don't need more of this chain reaction bull. Oh, come on. Really? And... yeah, I have no idea what happened there. I'm just keeping an eye here just to make sure that people can stop being stupid. Including Alex Bowman. So through that stupid melee, let's take a look. Let's take a look, folks. So why do they slow up exactly? Yeah, because Chris Buescher, like, slowed up for whatever stupid reason. And then, yeah, Ty Dillon gets into Bowman, who gets into Newman, and then Brendan Gaughan gets into them. That's disappointing. Oh, what is going on now? What is going on now? Chase Elliott is blowing up. This is, alright, yeah, Chase Elliott is blowing up. Bowman is on pit road. He's a modified car now. But Chase Elliott, I think his engine expired. Hold on. Yeah. Because you can barely see it, but the smoke on the back. I think Chase Elliott is done. Yeah, Chase is done. Clutch. Hold on. Did it have anything to do with that wreck in the back straightaway? I am very curious about that. I don't think he slammed any... No! No, he was good. He was good. That's just stupid bad luck. That's all that is. That's just all it is. It's just stupid bad luck. Yeah, I probably should not run that car, the pink car, anymore. Alright. Let's look at the why we're under caution. I think that's a good idea. Oh, shoot, don't do that. Alright. So let's take a look here. Exactly what brought out the third caution of the night. So if you want to take a look here, that was just poor timing. Because Chase Elliott got a good run off of turn number 4. And then David Rager tried going to block. Timing just was not there. Well, the good news was that wreck, it could have been bigger, but it wasn't. So I'll give full credit to everyone for not, having a bigger wreck. All right, let's go on board. Let's go on board with Christopher Bell. Cool. Alright, so are we about to go green here? And this portion of the race is brought to you by Corvette Racing 48. Thank you so much for the super chat. And he said, I'm calling it. The next time Chase Elliott drives a pink car in real life, he will blow an engine again. So there you go. This part of the race is brought to you by Corvette Racing 48, and he bets the 9 car will blow a motor again if he drives a pink car. Alright, so let's get back to racing, shall we? So, through the madness, so far, so good news. The only car that's out of the race from that is Chase Elliott. I mean, you hate seeing Chase Elliott out of the race, but at least from that wreck or whatever. So some things to keep in mind. Ryan Newman has a little bit of damage as he's restarting in 4th. Dillon has his front end completely damaged and he's in 5th. Alex Bowman is a modified car as he is going to be restarting in 34th. And yeah, okay, so other than that, the top 10 is as follows. Chris Buescher is your leader, Kyle Larson 2nd, Kyle Busch 3rd, Ryan Newman 4th, Ty Dillon 5th, Brendan Gaughan 6th, BJ McLeod 7th, Joey Logano 8th, Kurt Busch 9th, Daniel Suarez in 10th. Also, we have 5 cars a lap down or more. Almirola is 3 laps down. And then Eric Jones, JJ Yaley, Matt Benedetto, and Ryan Blaney are all 1 lap down. So, 47 laps are complete. We are halfway done through race number 1 as we are back racing here at Talladega. And we're just going to watch farther in the back as Ty Dillon, as I expected, did not have a good restart here as he is falling to the back pretty quickly. And this is very dangerous. I highly suggest that Dillon should go down pit road. But what do I know? I'm just a NASCAR fan. So down the back straightaway here, we have a huge gaggle of cars, and they're all, over 200 miles an hour. Into turn number 3 here. Meanwhile, up front, it is right now a 4-car breakaway between Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, and Ryan Newman. So we have those 4, and then just all of these other cars. I just want to keep an eye on Ty Dillon as we... Oh yeah, I forgot about DiBenedetto. So yeah, through all that, DiBenedetto is still on track with his multiple issues. It'll be interesting to see if... It'll be interesting to see if Dillon is able to, or not Dillon, if DiBenedetto is able to hold his ground. Here, let's bring the top 10 back. There we go. So Chris Buescher is still in the lead, but Kyle Larson has now fallen back to 4th, with Kyle Busch now in 2nd and Ryan Newman in 3rd. So how about that? 2 Fords, a Toyota, and a Chevy in the top 4. And Ryan Newman looking to the high side of Kyle Busch. Boy, Newman, even with the damage, he's able to hold his own. As we look farther in the back here, that's kind of what I expected. You got a group of 4, and then you got this huge gaggle of cars farther in the back. For the moment, Ryan Sieg is in the top 10, so good job to him so far. As Kyle Larson looking to the high side of Chris Buescher for the lead. And Buescher has it for now, but I think Kyle Larson will take it through turn number 1. And Kyle Larson is able to take the lead with Ryan Newman. Remember, Newman and Buescher are teammates for this race, and then they will be teammates in 2020. But Newman is going to say thank you to Chris Buescher, and he'll take second away from the 60 car. Kyle Busch is going to stay in fourth. JJ Yaley, just as a heads up, he is a lap down, but he's holding on. He's holding his own for the moment, with Corey LaJoie in fifth. How about an attaboy to the 32? He's holding his own, as well as BJ McLeod. So BJ McLeod, even with a little bit of that front end damage, he is holding his own. And then Eric Jones, just want to mention that he too is also a lap down because he did the stupid decision of hitting under green, which I still completely disagree with, but whatever. Meanwhile, we have a huge battle for the lead between 4 cars. Larson has taken the lead back now from Chris Buescher, and he is pulling away. Kyle Busch is looking out to the high side of Chris Buescher, and Ryan Newman is holding his own in fourth. And now Kyle Larson has a good bite-sized lead here. Let's go in the back here a little bit. So you have this group of 4 here. Then you got Hemrick on his own, and then you got this gaggle of cars. So Eric Almirola, I think, is holding up this pack. Meanwhile, Martin Truex Jr. has slowly but surely moved his way up to the front with Logano in front of him. So the big thing and the big issue is Almirola, and how about an attaboy to Parker Kligerman? Kligerman is now inside the top 10, but can he get around Almirola? And how about Ryan Sieg? Ryan Sieg is in 8th with Daniel Hemrick in 7th. You know, if I'm not really a betting man, but if I would bet a caution would come out and it'll be somewhere in this pack. Meanwhile, how about this? 3 wide for second. As Kyle Larson continues to lead, you got Chris Buescher on the high side, Ryan Newman down the middle, and Kyle Busch down to the inside. And I am very surprised. Like, let's take a look at this view here. As you see the damage here on the rear end of Newman's car, I am very pleased that Newman is able to hold his own. And so Kyle Larson continues to lead, and the 4 of them are still together. So as we're going to get close to the end of this first race, a big question now becomes, is it going to come down to these 4? Or is something going to happen and another driver could potentially win? All I know is that Chris Buescher is now in the lead, with now 55 of 94 laps complete. And they are catching up on a lap down car. That is Ty Dillon in the 13. I am very surprised that they did not pit that car. But he's still on track. And the good news is those 4 were able to easily... Woo, that was close. Larson was... Yeah... Sorry about that. Kyle Busch almost got into Kyle Larson as he was trying to pass Chris Buescher for the lead. Just as a heads up, 2 cars did go behind the wall, which actually I'm kind of curious about. Stenhouse and Ross Chastain have both gone behind the wall. Hold on one second. I know we'll continue the race. We'll continue on lap 56, but I need to know what happened to Ross Chastain and Ricky Stenhouse. Because it says that they're both retired. So down the back straightaway. Stenhouse. Oh, McDowell is right there. Oh, that's way too close for comfort. Oh! Got it. Ah, okay. And so that is not a caution. Okay. That's good to know. So Ross Chastain and Ricky Stenhouse, they slammed the wall hard, and they are both out of the race. So that's what happened to the 2 of them. Alright, so there we go. Let's get up the full song here. Alright, here we go. So 56 laps are complete, with Chris Buescher still in the lead, with Kyle Busch and Ryan Newman in 3rd. Kyle Larson has slowly kind of lost this group, as he's kind of on his own island in 4th, as they get around David Ragan in the 38. Down the back straightaway, and Chris Buescher and Kyle Busch are side by side. Will Kyle Busch have the run down turn number 3? Not this time. Here, let's bring up the top 10. And just like that, Kyle Larson is back in the picture. And we got Austin Dillon also running slow. Will the top 4 get around the 3 car? Yes, they do. You guys gotta not use caps lock. Thanks, guys. Then down the back straightaway here, Chris Buescher and Ryan Newman, the Roush cars, side by side. And it looks like Ryan Newman is right there. And it looks like Ryan Newman leads with Chris Buescher second, Kyle Larson third, and Kyle Busch now fourth. 7 seconds back is we got the 32 of Corey LaJoie. I think that Corey needs a caution if he has any chance to win this race. Alright, so I think things have chilled for a little bit here. Let's just take a look here. So we got Brendan Gaughan is about to fall a lap down, which is a shame because I thought that Brendan Gaughan was a contender. But let's see here. Oh, this is going to be a bit of an issue as Kyle Larson swings by the high side. And now Chris Buescher is able to get by there, and just like that, Chris Buescher is now in second. Ryan Newman third, Kyle Busch fourth. I'm just very curious if Corey LaJoie will be able to catch him. Alright. Okay, so while we have a little lull from the break here, or from the race, let's do a little Through the Field, brought to you by Sunoco Fuel, or something like that. So you got Kyle Larson in the lead, Chris Buescher second, Kyle Busch and Ryan Newman battling side by side for third. Then farther in the back, you got Corey LaJoie in fifth, but he is 8 to 9 seconds back. All he has as for a drafting partner is JJ Yaley. All I have to say to that is good luck. BJ McLeod is holding his own in sixth. Then farther back, you got Daniel Hemrick and Parker Kligerman, both inside the top 10, 7th and 8th, respectively. Then we have a little bit of a pack here with Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, and Ryan Preece, and Clint Boyer. And so that is 9th through 12th, respectively. Cody Ware is in 13th now as he has gone around Daniel Suarez. Joey Logano is 15th. Paul Menard is, I believe, a lap down if I remember correctly. Or is he? Oh, no, he's not. Okay. So Menard got around Christopher Bell, who is right there. And just like Chase Elliott, he was able to repair his damage. We got Matt Tiff farther back still. We got Kevin Harvick with the damage. He has able to find himself inside the top 20, as well as Bubba Wallace. We haven't really talked about Bubba much today, as he is hanging out in the 20th position. Sorry. God dang it. Sorry. So just to let you guys know about the whole Streamlabs caps thing, I didn't realize that was going to be an issue. So if you guys could just be cool with just the caps thing, I will fix it. But just, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Alright, so we are coming down to 30 laps to go here. Let's find the leaders, shall we? So, Ryan Newman, how about the 6 car? He is in the lead now. So Ryan Newman, Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher, and Kyle Larson in that order now. And we got ourselves a pack of cars here coming up that the leaders are going to have to fight. And speaking of fight, Kyle Busch is around Ryan Newman to the outside for the lead. So the 18 car, who just cannot stop winning, he is now in the lead, but here comes lap traffic. And look at this huge run by Chris Buescher. And just like that, the top four are back together again. And Kyle Busch is trying to get some form of a draft off of Benedetto. No dice. As Bowman swings to the high side here to try to let Ryan Newman go. But Newman may potentially lose this pack. At 65 laps in. And down to the inside. And Newman... Oh boy, but Newman has to deal with Benedetto as well. So Newman is going to be a little upset. And Dillon has gone off of pit road. It looks like he finally made a pit stop for his damage. Good. Good to finally take care of that. And move Kyle Larson into the lead. As Larson is now in front of Kyle Busch. Larson has nothing to gain. He's already in the next round of playoffs, but he could definitely earn another victory here tonight. With Chris Buescher here, and they have to deal with Garrett Smithley, who brought out the last caution. Down turn number 1 here, and Chris Buescher is going to get around Kyle Busch on the high side. And it looks like Newman has lost quite a bit of ground on the leaders. Oh, man. So Kyle Larson leads here. Kyle Busch second. Chris Buescher in third. Newman 2 seconds back. Could Newman potentially lose this group? Chris Buescher to the high side here of Smithley. And it looks like Brendan Gaughan made a pit stop. So Brendan Gaughan in the 62 made a pit stop here. Just trying to take a quick look around everybody else here. And interesting. Looks like Eric Jones, Clint Boyer has moved his way up to 6. So Clint Boyer is in 6, but he is 15 seconds back of the leaders. So a very interesting situation here. We still have quite a few laps to go here, as Kyle Busch continues to lead with Larson in second, Chris Buescher in third. Ryan Newman is fourth, but it looks like that he has fallen out of the draft here, and something big needs to happen if Ryan Newman has any chance to win tonight. Chris Buescher has gone to the high side of Larson now, so move Buescher into second. And it looks like they've caught Eric Almirola again. So Kyle Busch to the outside of Almirola, and no issues for the 18 car, but issues for the 60 car. Almirola kind of pushed Buescher a little bit high, and it looks like Buescher should get around Almirola this time. Down the back straightaway, they are going to get around Austin Dillon once again. And it looks like Buescher is able to get around Dillon just fine. Larson, however, might have a little bit of an issue, as Almirola is fighting back for whatever reason, which I disagree with, because Almirola is 4 laps down, as you see Austin Dillon making another pit stop. Battle for the lead, as Chris Buescher just barely is in front of Kyle Busch. Looks like it might just come down to these 2 cars, as Chris Buescher and Kyle Busch, they are now pretty much have pulled away. Kyle Larson, for the most part, has kind of lost this draft. Kyle Busch is fighting back here again on the low side. And Buescher and Busch are 1, 2. Kyle Busch tried getting underneath Chris Buescher, but no dice. Show you the top 10 again here. And Buescher is your leader now. So you got Buescher, then Busch, and Clint Boyer is on pit road, as well as Denny Hamlin. So I think pit stops is going to be a thing here in a few laps or so. And it looks like the leaders are about to catch Ryan Blaney. So ever since Ryan Blaney had his situation with Eric Almirola, they have not had a good night at all. And this is definitely going to hurt them in the playoffs. And off of turn number 4, and it looks like Chris Buescher is making pit stop, as well as Kyle Larson. And down in pit road here, Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson are making their pit stops now, as well as Garrett Smithley. And we'll look farther back, see who else is going to pit. Matt Tifft in the 36 is pitting, as well as Suarez in the 41. So the thing I'm immediately curious about is how much of the running order is going to change because of this. So right now, Kyle Busch is your leader. Will he pit this time? No, he won't. He's actually has pretty decent speed. He's still at 250 miles an hour. So tire wear is not much of an issue for the 18 car as he gets around his teammate, the 11 of Denny Hamlin. So as we look here, I'm just trying to find the Larson and Buescher. They are right. There's Larson and there's Buescher. Okay. So that is good to know. And it looks like I believe Kyle Busch should make a pit stop this time by. Or not. Huh. This is very interesting. Kyle Busch has not pitted yet. Ryan Newman has also not pitted yet. So those two have stayed on track for quite a while, and I do question why. There's Chris Buescher and Kyle Larson, but they are both a lap down. Corey LaJoie is currently in third, as Corey is getting around JJ Yeley. And Corey LaJoie is going to get a huge run around Chris Buescher in the 60. And down the back straightaway here, Corey LaJoie and Chris Buescher. Could those two potentially work together? I don't know, but Kyle Busch is down pit road, as well as Matt DiBenedetto. That's good to know, because it seemed like DiBenedetto has been on 7 cylinders for pretty much majority of this race. So I wonder if they're going to fix his issues at all. Meanwhile, here's Kyle Busch on pit road here. It looks like it should be 4 tires and fuel, as we now have less than 20 laps to go in this race here. 2 tires on the right side. Is that it? It looks like that is it for Kyle Busch. Just 2 tires on the right side. And a lot more cars are pitting now. Bowman, Truex, Bubba Wallace, Cody Ware, Landon Castle, Ben Rhodes, Corey LaJoie, and Ryan Newman is now making his pit stop. So the 6 car is now on pit road here. And I'm very surprised and very pleased at how long of a green flag run we've had. Ryan Preece is now on pit road, along with William Byron, Christopher Bell, Parker Kligerman in the 96. They're all making pit stops now. Suarez and Logano are right there. So it'll cycle through here. And so there is Kyle Busch. There is Chris Buescher. And there is Kyle Larson. So I'm going to be very curious to see where Ryan Newman will be in this entire picture, as Newman is now on track now. And it looks like, I think, yep, there they go. So Newman is way off pace here. So I don't think Newman did any form of pit strategy. So unless a caution comes out, I think it's going to come down between these 3. Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher, and Kyle Larson. Kurt Busch is in front of Kyle Busch, but it will be interesting to see how long that'll last. And down the front straightaway here, Kyle Busch, pretty decent sized lead as there is some grass, and it looks like did a crash just happened? Hold on. Yeah, looks like a crash just happened. It involved Clint Boyer and David Ragan. And Martin Truex is very slow. And it looks like the caution is out. The caution has finally come out here. JJ Yeley down to the inside here, and he's going pretty slow. Michael McDowell, lots of front end damage. Daniel Hemrick, Eric Almirola, lots of front end damage. So, guys, I think we have ourselves a big wreck. But the unfortunate side is we didn't see it. So, let's let's take a look. Let's see here. So, let's find Almirola. Let's see. Did it happen already or not? Alright, let's go back up a little bit. Alright, there's Boyer. Down the back straightaway. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Off of turn number 4 here. Let's just see what happened, if anything. Oh, there you go. Oh, boy. There they go. And, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Huge wreck on the front straightaway. Michael McDowell, Martin Truex Jr., Hemrick, among others. Alright, let's take a look at what happened. So, Eric Almirola being a nuisance. So, what the heck? Almirola down on Daniel Hemrick. Was that for position? No, because Almirola was a few laps down. That makes no sense. And they get into each other. And up the track they go. Bada bing, bada boom, synchronized crashing. And then Clint Boyer, nowhere to go. Lots of air for Daniel Hemrick, along with Eric Almirola. And nowhere to go for Michael McDowell. Or, oh boy, lots of air for Daniel Hemrick. DJ Yaley got some damage there. So a 5-car wreck down the front straightaway, including playoff contender Clint Boyer. Let's try this. Jeez. Oh, huge wreck. Alright, I want to try something here. Because you know how much I love my camera shots. Alright, let's try... Because I'm going to be that guy. And... do this. Haha. Alright. Okay, that was cool. So let's go on board with... Oh, I don't even know who I want to go on board with. Okay, no, here. Let's go on board with Hemrick. I'm very curious simply why. And then, yeah, just want to mention, too, that Truex was involved in that wreck as well. So we'll go on board with Hemrick, or not Hemrick, Truex as well. Alright, so we have jumped ahead. Someone mentioned that we were not live. Guess what? We are live now. And guys, oh boy, we are in for some fun. So, through the madness. Okay, so cars that are out. Clint Boyer, Daniel Hemrick, Michael McDowell, JJ Yaley, and Eric Almirola are all out from that wreck. How many cars are on the lead lap? 22. The top 10 are as follows. Kyle Busch is your leader. Chris Buescher is second. Kyle Larson third. Ryan Newman fourth. Corey LaJoie fifth. Then you got Ryan Preece, Matt Tifft, William Byron, Christopher Bell in the 5 car, and Parker Kligerman in the 96 is 10th. So we have about 14 laps to go in this race. Who do you guys got? Do you think Kyle Busch will hold him off? Will Chris Buescher get his first win for Roush in the Cup Series? Kyle Larson third? What about Ryan Newman in fourth? Even though Newman is not in the playoffs, could Newman get the job done? Or how about an incredible upset like Corey LaJoie, Ryan Preece, or Matt Tifft? Could any of them get their first wins? We're about to find out here. Just want to say again, thank you guys for joining in on the fun here. But the fun is not over yet. Here, what time is it, by the way? It's almost 9. Okay. Alright, here we go. Pace car is in. Only 14 coming to 13 laps to go here at Talladega at night. Kyle Busch is your leader. Chris Buescher second. And the big question is going to be, how are the lap down cars going to affect this field? We're about to find out. Green flag is out here. We are racing once again here at Alabama. Kyle Busch gets a good jump off of the lit lap down traffic here. And we already have 4 wide farther in the back. Everyone's just trying to find a place right now. It's going to get fast. It's going to get a little scary. But that's why these drivers get the big bucks. And for the lead, Chris Buescher underneath Kyle Busch. But Kyle Larson is right there in third. And Corey LaJoie is holding on to his own in fifth as Chris Buescher is falling back to third, potentially fourth. With Newman there. And Corey LaJoie is right there as well as Matt Tifft. 12 laps to go here at Talladega. It looks like about the top 8 have pulled away out of the lap down hustle. Meanwhile, we have a huge gaggle of cars here. Some lap down, some on the lead lap. All madness. Down into turn number 3. Kyle Larson is back on Kyle Busch's back bumper. Can Kyle Larson get vengeance for Kyle Busch from Chicagoland 2018? How about Matt Tifft moving into 5th? And he has a huge bit of steam as he is on the back of Chris Buescher's bumper. 11 laps to go. Down into turn number 1. We have now 6 cars underneath a blanket as Newman has fallen back to 4th and Kyle Larson looking to the outside of Kyle Busch. And here we go. Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher have passed by Kyle Busch. But for how long? As Kyle Larson is now your leader with now close to 10 laps to go. Down the front straightaway. And looks like Kyle Busch is going underneath. How about Christopher Bell? Christopher Bell, we have not talked about him all race long. Here he is in the top 5. With now only 10 laps to go. Larson leads. Chris Buescher second. Teammate Ryan Newman third. How about Corey LaJoie? He is still there. Down the back straightaway, Chris Buescher. How about Matt Tifft? Matt Tifft underneath 3 wide. And look at that as Chris Buescher all the way to the high side by himself. Can he clear Kyle Larson? Yes, he can. Down the front straightaway, how about Corey LaJoie with a huge run to the outside? Corey LaJoie has cleared... Oh, no, he has not cleared Matt Tifft yet with now 9 laps to go. And Chris Buescher continues to lead. Ryan Preece and Matt Tifft almost got into each other. Could Kyle Larson end the McDonald's curse? Could a McDonald's car win here? As he's now going to the outside of Chris Buescher. Ryan Newman went with Kyle Larson for a moment, but Newman decided to go with Chris Buescher. But all that did is let Corey LaJoie by on the high side. Down the front straightaway, Kyle Larson continues to lead. Chris Buescher is in second. Corey LaJoie has third with only 8 laps to go. Kyle Larson has a pretty good sized lead, but we're at Talladega, you know? So much is going on the line here with Kyle Busch to the high side. Ryan Preece is now inside the top 5. We got 8 cars underneath a blanket here. 9, I should say. with Kyle Busch moving back into second. How about a new face, Parker Kligerman? We have not talked about him, as he is down the front straightaway. He is, I don't believe he's in the top 5 just yet, but here comes Kyle Busch. 7 laps to go. To the high side goes Kyle Busch, and he has a massive run on Kyle Larson. They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway. Buescher third. And down the back straightaway, Larson. And Kyle Busch does clear Larson for now. But we still have plenty of racing to go. And Larson is trying to get a huge run here off of turn number 4. And here comes the pack. Chris Buescher, Ryan Preece, and Corey LaJoie are all right there with a huge run. And Ryan Preece goes to the outside as well as Chris Buescher here with only 5 laps to go. I'm sorry, 6 laps to go. We still have a little bit of racing here to go. And Ryan Preece and Matt Tifft are both still in this. Ryan Newman is still in it, but he is falling a little ways back. And it looks like the 4 of them, of Larson and, oh, never mind, Buescher looking underneath Kyle Larson. That is not a good move. All that did is that gave both Kyle Larson and Ryan Preece fantastic runs on Kyle Busch, and now moved Larson back into the lead. Kyle Larson back up front with Kyle Busch in second, Ryan Preece third, Matt Tifft fourth. Now it's 5 laps to go here at Talladega. Larson back up front. How about Matt Tifft? We have not talked about Matt Tifft at all this season. And here he is. He could potentially get his first career win in a miraculous upset. And here he comes to the outside of Kyle Larson. And a huge, strong, incredible, impressive run with the 280 Ford. And Matt Tifft has the lead for now. As Matt Tifft in the 36 car. No wins in the Xfinity Series. Best finish of second in Road America. Could he get his first career Cup Series win with only 4 laps to go? We got another rookie though. Ryan Preece in the 47. He is in second, but hold your horses. Kyle Busch, another rookie, Christopher Bell, and literally everybody else. They are all slingshotting back. Ryan Preece almost blocked Christopher Bell. No dice, and here comes Kyle Busch right back. The 18 car is back into the lead. And Matt Tifft is really slow off of turn number 4. The other cars had to check up here. And speaking of checking up, here comes Ryan Newman. With only 3 laps to go. The Rocket through turns number 1 and 2. Ryan Newman to the outside of Bell, and he has a strong run now on Kyle Busch. Down the back straightaway, now Newman's going to go side by side with Kyle Busch. And down into turn number 3, Ryan Newman. Give it to the 6 car. He is now in the lead as they're going to come up here on 2 laps to go. Kyle Busch, Corey LaJoie, Christopher Bell is your top 4 with Ryan Preece in 5th. And down the front straightaway now, 2 laps to go. Does Kyle Busch have anything for the Rocket, or will Ryan Newman get his first win for Roush? Kyle Busch is definitely getting close to Newman. Corey LaJoie is not far behind. They are catching on David Ragan. I wonder if David Ragan's going to have any issues. Down into turn number 3, Kyle Busch has a run, and it looks like Ryan Newman is going to hold his own. But slowly but surely, here comes Corey LaJoie in the 32. Kyle Busch, is he going to block Corey? Down the front straightaway, and Newman, he's going to get blocked by David Ragan, and they slam! And Corey LaJoie has the lead with 1 lap to go here at Talladega. Corey LaJoie is your leader, but can he hold on? Unbelievable. David Ragan tried holding on, and it looks like Corey LaJoie could potentially steal this win here at Talladega. 1 more turn for the 32. He has about a second lead over Ryan Newman and Kyle Busch. Off of turn number 4, and I don't think it'll be enough as they're a little bit faster, but it won't be enough. Corey LaJoie is your winner here at Talladega. Unbelievable. This is live, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see that? Corey LaJoie has just won here at Talladega. Let's find that 32 car. There's your winner right there. The 32 Schuler Systems Ford has won. He only led 2 laps here at Talladega, but it's the ones that mattered. Oh my. This is live. Like, I had no plans in that. I was not expecting that. Let's look at that last lap, shall we? All right, let's break this down, shall we? Wow, yeah, because Newman was totally slow up on Ragan, and Kyle Busch got into Corey LaJoie, but Corey had to find a place to go. So, guys, do you think Corey LaJoie will win on Sunday? Boy, just let's go on board with Corey. I want to see this. Never let go of the throttle. All right. So let's look at the results, shall we? So Corey LaJoie, I think he only led 2 laps. Oh, here, I'll export this. Talladega Night 1. So Corey LaJoie wins the race. Ryan Newman finishes 2nd. Kyle Busch 3rd. Christopher Bell 4th. Ryan Preece is 5th. Matt Tiff 6th. Then Kyle Larson falls back to 7th. Kligerman, William Byron finishes in 9th with Suarez in 10th. And breaking news, Chris Buescher apparently had a valve issue. Like at the very end. Hold on, I gotta see this. Really? Hold on, did he really have a valve issue? Wow. Chris Buescher blew up on the last lap. Chris Buescher blew up on the last lap. Wow. So because of that, Chris Buescher finishes 22nd. Eric Jones finishes 23rd, 1 lap down. Garrett Smithley 24th. Castle 25th. And it's Bowman, Gond, Ryan Blaney 28th. Benedetto 29th. Ragan, and then the Dillon brothers are both 3 laps down, 31st and 32nd. Then Clint Boyer, Daniel Hemrick, Michael McDowell, they were all out from that wreck. J.J. Haley had a camshaft issue. Eric Amarola was also involved in the same wreck with Boyer and Hemrick. Ross Chastain and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. had their own unique situations. Chase Elliott had a clutch issue. Jimmy Johnson had a piston issue. So Hendrick boys were not having such good luck. And then Brad Keselowski was the first DNF in 40 seconds. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, here, I'm going to save this replay. Let's do this. Cool. All right, so here, as I get out of here, let me know, what do you guys think? Would you guys, oh, here, let me do this. Can I not save that? I can export it, but I can't save it. That stinks. All right. All right, so here, as I get to the main menu here, so what do you guys think? What did you guys think about that? And also, big thing I just wanted to mention is, so I know that you guys could not spam like caps lock. For the next stream, I will fix that, so my apologies. I wanted to have some moderation in the chat, and I just didn't want it to go like super crazy. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy this race? Did you guys enjoy this? Yeah, 36 million viewers. That's really impressive. This is the most views I've gotten for a stream before. Yeah, just let me know, guys. I'm just gonna read some of the comments here. Sonic Roll said that was fun. Let's see here. Cody Ware was P17th. Zippy Shippy loved that finish. Code Luigi, yeah, you get a high five from me. So, boom, there you go. Good job, Code Luigi. You predicted Corey the Joyride as your winner. Yeah, let's see here. Streams Dev, that looked like 1982. Okay. Corvette Racing, am I gonna stream OMS 2002 anytime soon? I'm thinking about it. This race kind of is like a test drive for that, so we'll see. Sebastian, that was epic. Thank you. That was all the drivers, though. Let's see. Ian White said that was great. Let's see here. Yoshi Fan, great race. Okay, so it's 9:07 right now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just take a couple of minutes here, and I'd say let's do one more race. I'm not gonna do a 94 lap race. I'd say let's just do a 47 lap race, and just go from there. Yeah, I'd say let's just do that. So streams dev, Control N. That is the hotkey. You got to be like, well, you can use any camera, but yeah, Control N is the key for that. So yeah, I'd say just give me a couple of minutes here. I'm gonna drink some water, use the bathroom here, and we're gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna drop it to 25. So we're gonna do 47 laps. I'm gonna keep the weather the same. The N stands for NASCAR. Yep, Zippy Shippy, you are absolutely right. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead here and let's set up qualifying. And we'll continue. Okay, there you go. So if you guys want to pause that, here's the bottom of the field. Here is the top of the field. And okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take 5 minutes here. You guys can enjoy a little bit of happy hour. Let's see, who's going? Martin Truex? Okay. So you guys can watch this for a couple of minutes here. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm going to fill up on water. And then when we get back, we're going to do another 47 lap race. And we'll see if that race is more exciting than the other one. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so I see it's a little bit choppy, but the way how the race kind of went was like it starts a little choppy, but then as the race rolls on, it gets a little better. So, I think we'll be okay. Alright, I'm not going to fast forward here. We'll just kind of let it roll.
Drivers, to your cars.
Alright, you hear that? Drivers to your cars. So, I just want to let you guys know that I greatly appreciate you guys stopping by here. This is definitely my most viewed stream by far. So I do just want to give a shout out. I am going to be playing NASCAR Heat 4 tomorrow night. So if you guys want to join, I do have a Discord if you want to check the description of this live stream. So that is 100% a thing. Let's see. It's the webcam too. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm also going to continue the drawing streams. So thank you guys so much. Zippy Shippy, nobody DNQ'd. The 42 guys that I have in this race, they're all racing. So let's go through the starting lineup here and figure out who's all starting where. So front row, David Ragan is on the pole. He totally messed with the win in the first race, so hopefully that will change. Alex Bowman, can he get a little redemption in the second race? Or in the second race. Kurt Busch is starting third alongside Joey Logano. So we're going to have some new faces here up front. Brad Keselowski is going to be in fifth alongside Kevin Harvick is in sixth. Austin Dillon is going to be in seventh. And Ryan Newman is back. And so he'll be starting in eighth. Paul Menard ninth and Denny Hamlin 10th. Kyle Busch will be in 11th alongside him, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney 13th and 14th respectively. Christopher Bell 15th alongside William Byron. Matt Kenseth is in farther back alongside, or what did I say? I said Matt Kenseth, didn't I? I'm old, I'm sorry. Eric Jones and Matt DiBenedetto. Farther back, then you got Truex, and then the first winner, Corey LaJoie. Ryan Preece and Jimmy Johnson. Then JJ Yeley with a decent qualifying start alongside Almirola. Then you got Suarez and Daniel Hemrick. Then you got Landon Castle and Chris Buescher. Ty Dillon and Matt Tiff farther back still. Kyle Larson and Michael McDowell. Then you got Bubba Wallace and Clint Bowyer. So Clint Bowyer's, he has a little bit of a hole to climb. Then you got Cody Ware and Parker Kligerman. Ben Rhodes and then BJ Mc. So no pole for BJ McLeod this time around. And then Ryan Sieg will be farther back still with Garrett Smithley. So as I mentioned before, Control N. And we're just going to let the cars roll on by once the race begins.
Drivers, start your engines.
Alright, here we go, boys. Race number 2 is on. There's the 42 men. By the way, I was eating carrots, if you were curious. Alright guys, so lock in your picks. So Corey LaJoie won the first race and he only led 2 laps. Who do you guys got this time around? Do you think David Ragan will win from the pole? Do you think Mr. Garrett Smithley will win from last? Do you think Joey Logano will win from 4th? Or will William Byron win from, what is that? 14th. Yeah, 14th. So lock in your picks. And so the plan is we're going to do this one race, and then we're going to call it a night here. And so again, I want to thank you guys again for stopping by and enjoying these races. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this. All right. So Alex Bowman, highest playoff driver, is starting in 2nd. Let's find the playoff drivers here. Logano is 4th. Kozlowski 5th. Harvick 6th. Let's see, Hamlin is 10th. Kyle Busch 11th. Chase Elliott 13th. And Ryan Blaney 14th. Worst playoff driver is, I believe it's Larson this time. Alright. Alright, here we go, boys. Your picks are locked, and we are about to race here at Talladega for 47 more laps. Complete fresh restart here, and we are racing once again here at Sweet Home, Alabama. You can just hear how fast they're going as Joey Logano gets the lead on the high side here, but Alex Bowman led lap number 1. Down into turn number 3 here, Joey Logano has a huge lead, but guys, we're at Talladega. He's not going to have that large lead forever. Ryan Newman is all the way up to 3rd, with Kevin Harvick in 4th. Logano continues to have that huge lead here as the packs begin. And down into turn number 1, and it looks like Logano's lead about less than a second, as Ricky Stenhouse is now going to the high side. And a big gaggle of cars behind here. Lots of cars trying to find a place to go, but there's really no place to hide. There's Corey LaJoie on the high side right there. Alright, let's go back to the front here. And just like that, there you go. Logano's lead is cut. And here comes Stenhouse to the high side. So Stenhouse in his final year with Roush, can he get one more win for Roush? As we got a couple of Hendrick cars, Alex Bowman and William Byron are up there in the top 5 for now. Kevin Harvick is up there. David Ragan is still up there as well. And right now, Stenhouse has not led a lap so far. And it looks like Stenhouse is going to lead lap number 4. And Alex Bowman is going to bring himself into play here. And Bowman, not the lead, but he will be in second. He'll take that as he looks to the inside. And how about the flaming number 24, William Byron? He moves up into third, as it looks like the rest of the pack is, for the most part, together again. David Ragan and Denny Hamlin and Ryan Newman are all up to the high side. David Ragan to the high side of Bowman. Could he get a lap here? Could he lead his first lap of the day? Not this time, as Stenhouse leads his second lap, as we have now 5 laps complete. And David Ragan should get a strong run here through turns 1 and 2. And Denny Hamlin is making his presence known here down the back straightaway. Side by side, and David Ragan does clear Stenhouse for the lead. And Alex Bowman has fallen back a ways. Bowman has fallen outside the top 5. With Logano as well. That is a bit surprising. And for the lead, it looks like David Ragan should lead lap number 1. And he does. Stenhouse second for the moment. How about Christopher Bell? He's coming back into play in the second Levine Family Racing Toyota. Down the back straightaway once more. And it looks like Bell should have third for the moment. And it looks like all cars are still in play for now. I'm just going to keep an eye on that as Austin Dillon is to the high side now of Stenhouse. Stenhouse is now falling outside the top 5 for the moment. And battle for the lead as we have a bit of congestion here. As Newman looks to the high side here, and Ryan Newman will lead another lap here at Talladega. First lap of this race. And Kurt Busch did not get a good turn 1. But we got some new cars showing off here on the high side, including Ryan Blaney in the 12 and Eric Jones in the 20. Meanwhile, back up front, Ryan Newman continues to lead here with 8 laps complete. Well, coming up on 8 laps complete. Hamlin and Bell are side by side for third, but that does not last long as Bell now goes to the high side of David Ragan. And Newman leads another lap with David Ragan in second here, and 3 wide farther back as Ryan Blaney has now moved into the top 5. With the help of Austin Dillon, those two move up to the front here as Blaney now moves to the inside. He's going to try passing underneath Bell to the inside. And he has a nose underneath, but he does not have a good turn 3, and it looks like Ryan Blaney will stick to 5th for now, as David Ragan is in second with Ryan Newman in the lead. Farther back here, as Alex Bowman is holding on for his life in the top 10. David Ragan trying to hold off Austin Dillon for third. Or not for third, for second. As Christopher Bell gets a strong run down that turns 1 and 2 on the high side. Moves down to the inside now as he moves underneath Austin Dillon. And David Ragan looking underneath Ryan Newman for the lead. But no dice there. Into turn number 4. And it looks like Austin Dillon has now a strong run to the high side, as well as Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney goes way up high as Hamlin, Jones, and Bowman all get strong runs through the tri-oval. Into turn number 1 here, Austin Dillon holds on to second, he's on in the second now. And Ryan Blaney looking to the high side of David Ragan now for third. Now Austin Dillon looking to the inside of Newman. And Dillon did not get a good turns 3. As now Ryan Blaney and David Ragan go around Austin Dillon. Alex Bowman is now underneath Christopher Bell now for 5th, as we have a gaggle of cars back here. Truex and Chase Elliott are inside the top 20. JJ Gailey, attaboy to him, inside the top 20 right now as the caution is out. Alright guys, so the first caution is out here. What happened? Let's see. Who is the guilty verdict? Let's see. Alright, Kligerman has a bit of right side damage. Brad Keselowski has a bit of left side damage. So something happened there. Alright, boys. Let's see what happened. What brought out the first caution of the night? So this is around 22nd, it looks like. Let's see. Right. Ah, that'll do it. Okay, that actually was not a bad wreck. So Kligerman does a little 360 here. Everybody else slows up. And there you go. Cool. So there you go. That is the first caution. So very minor wreck between Parker Kligerman and Brad Keselowski. And hopefully not too much commotion here, as a lot of guys are just taking fuel only. And as I say that, Alex Bowman gets more bad luck as he and Austin Dillon slam into each other. And is David Ragan really out front? Yeah. David Ragan is first. Oh, this is probably going to cause a bit of commotion, I bet. Because Newman, I bet, is going to slow up to let David Ragan by. I really hope that there's not a jam up. That's all I ask. Because I know right now that David Ragan should be out front. And let's just look behind. There's a bit of a chain reaction. I just ask that nobody is an idiot. And so far, so okay. It just looks really dumb. And then those two are late. Alright. Okay, very good. So, actually, one question. Oh, yeah, so there you go. I was right. David Ragan was out front. Cool. Cool. Okay, so not bad. Not bad. So, okay, so while we have this moment, I just want to talk about Streamlabs for a second, just because I know that, spamming symbols and spamming, caps, I am going to double check on Streamlabs here tonight when I'm done with this stream. I apologize that so many messages got deleted, and I know you guys wanted to react. So, again, just going back to the whole, like, testing things out, that was one of the tests, is Streamlabs. So, if you guys are upset because your messages got deleted for whatever reason, nothing against you. It's just testing out stuff with the Streamlabs system. I will get that fixed, and you guys should be able to react more appropriately. I'm refraining, though, from swear words, though. That's really the big no-no. But, like, again, like, caps lock and then, like, the symbols, those I'm okay with. So, again, hopefully none of you guys are, like, upset with me. And if you are, I do apologize. And once again, thank you guys for stopping by this live stream. If you guys are enjoying this, let me know. And I might do more of this in the future. So, yeah. And so I guess while we are under caution here with the lights on, I guess I could talk with chat a little bit. And Zippy Shippy, it was a miracle that no one wrecked getting sorted. I agree. I'm really glad that no one really did. Let's see. Did anybody pit? I don't think so. Austin Dillon he's 6 right now. Which is a bit of a surprise, I would say. Yes, Chris. Yeah, if you do all of that, then yeah, you've done the Holy Trinity. Exactly. So yeah, we got Austin Dillon there. Of Corey LaJoy is ninth. So if you guys think Corey's going to win again, Corey is in ninth so far. So anything can happen with with him. Then you win, Zippy Shippy. He asks, what if someone censors with symbols? Then you win. You just win it all. You win the game. You win the game. You win the race. You win it all. You did it. Code Luigi says Corey is not going to do it this time. You don't think he's going to do it again? He's in ninth. So, and remember, he only led 2 laps, and those were the final 2. So we still got another lap here. I guess we can look at the replay of the wreck again. If you just want to see the wreck. Oh, around Matt Benedetto this time. By the way, just look at the speed. 247 miles an hour. So they're going a little fast here. Let's go on board with McDowell. See what he sees. I know what you're thinking. You're kind of surprised that Kligerman did not blow over. You know, with the speeds that they are going, because Kligerman, oh yeah, he's going 225 miles an hour backwards. So, yeah, he probably would have blown over in this wreck. If this were like 100% real life, he probably would have gone into the air, probably would have gone into the catch fence, and we probably would have been red flagged. Just saying. That 3 car looking strong. You think so? You think the 3 car, even though he has damage on the right side of his car? Blown over in the stands. So there's the side of Austin Dillon's car. You want to take another look at the 3 car. And so he's still in the race, but so on the restart, it'll be interesting to see how the 3 car is able to hold his own. All right, are we going 1 to go this time? Yes, we are. Okay, very good. All right, let's pull up the stands again here. So we got David Ragan in the lead, followed by Christopher Bell in second. Ryan Newman is back to third. Ryan Blaney is fourth. Alex Bowman is fifth. And one thing I just want to mention, just because I love colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. All right there. That is super cool. Okay. So Bowman's fifth. Austin Dillon is in sixth. Kevin Harvick is seventh. Kurt Busch eighth. Corey the Goat LaJoy is ninth. Ricky Stenhouse is in 10th. Then the top 20, we got Eric Jones is in 11th. Not in the playoffs, but could still win this race. How's it going, Charles Atherton? I think that's how you say it. And Jefferson Cabico. How's it going, man? And this is real life. What are you talking about? Matt Tift is in 12th. Martin Truex Jr. is in 13th. Chase Elliott is in 14th. Cross your fingers that he's not going to blow another motor. Joey Logano is 15th. William Byron 16th. J.J. Yaley in the 54 car is 17th. Kyle Busch back to 18th. McDowell is 19th. And then Denny Hamlin wraps up your top 20. The 2019 cars, you'll have to go to if you guys in chat can help him out. Stanad Racing has all of the mods and whatnot, and then NN Racing, you can find all the cars there. But anyway, pace car is in. David Ragan is your leader. We're about to complete lap number 16 here. Fairly quick race, as we only have 31 laps to go here at Talladega. So David Ragan leads. And off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, Ryan Blaney goes underneath Ryan Newman. But we know how the low line doesn't really work, as Kurt Busch looks underneath Austin Dillon. And Corey LaJoie is behind Austin Dillon. Into turn number 3. Into turn number 4 now. Ryan Blaney has successfully cleared Newman, but Newman is doing a bit of a crossover move on Blaney. And it looks like no dice, as David Ragan will lead another lap here. Oh, hello. We got a wreck. Oh, we got quite a few cars involved. Clint Boyer, Cody Ware, Parker Kligerman, and Brad Keselowski is up and over. Brad Keselowski on his side, now on all fours. DeBenedetto destroyed. Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, Parker Kligerman, Cody Ware, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex. Lots of damage to the right side of his car. And just like that, we have another caution. Kevin Harvick, lots of damage to the rear end of his car and the right side of his car. So, Brad Keselowski finished last in the first race. Not doing much better this go around. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Well, I'm not going to waste any time here. Let's jump right into the replay. Alright, what happened? So, around, well, let's see. Boyer, it was farther up. Oh, yeah, much farther up. Let's see. Here we go. Let's do this view. No. Let's do... Here we go. This view. Strange. Okay. So you have Kurt Busch. Oh, interesting. I wonder if Kurt was trying to get a side draft off of Kevin Harvick. There's the damage to Truex right there. And there's Boyer right there. And let's see here. Right there. Oh, boy. Lots of heavy impacts right there. Kurt Busch goes up and over once. And then Brad Keselowski takes over. He's like, I'll show you how to flip. And, boy, huge, huge wreck there. Then turn number 1. So let's see here. Let's really dissect this wreck. So first of all, Truex. Yeah, so Truex didn't really spin out. It's just a lot of damage to the right front of his car. So I'm just seeing if Truex is out of the race or not. Survey says yes, he is. Okay, very good. Not good, but you know what I mean. Makes me wonder, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, back to, let's do this shot. So let's see here, and the next car was, it wasn't Bubba, was it? Nope, it was Boyer. Okay. Yeah, and then there's Kligerman and Ware, and then Keselowski up and over. Let's do back camera shot of Chris Buescher here. So close. That could have been Chris Buescher, but nope, it was Clint Boyer. All right. Let's see here. Go back to, yeah, this camera shot. So Clint Boyer. Bubba Wallace barely made it through, which was good. And then right there, Kligerman, Keselowski. Look at that air by Kurt Busch. Hold on, let's get this shot here. See, if I had Camera Control Master, I would have had so much fun getting different camera shots. So, interesting. The way how he hits the wall made him flip. Slams the wall like that, and then he goes up and over. And then right there, and then Keselowski then picks it up, and he flips once, twice, 3 on his lid, 4 times. Let's go on board with Brad Keselowski. Nice. All right, well, there you go. There's your big one, guys. The guys that like crashes and whatnot, there you go. You got it. All right. Yeah, kind of what I expected. So, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Clint Bowyer, Parker Kligerman, Brad Keselowski, and Matt DiBenedetto are all out of the race from that wreck. Cody Ware is currently on pit road. I would not be surprised if he does fall out of the race later. Otherwise, everyone else is on the lead lap. All right, so one quick question, because it looks like Newman is the leader, so I'm going to assume they made pit stops. Let's do this. Go to Ragan, and let's do here, and then let's do this. So we have pit stops right here. So off of pit road, and it looks like Newman got it this time. Ragan, Bowman, Bell, Blaney. Then you got Stenhouse, Logano, LaJoy, Tiff, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, among others. Okay, very good. And, yeah, they're all okay. So, just a little reminder, when this race is over, I'm going to call it a night. So just let me know what you guys think of this, and we'll go from there. So, the top 10 is as follows. Ryan Newman is your leader. David Ragan is in second. Alex Bowman is in third. Christopher Bell, in his first start at Leavine Family Racing, is fourth. Ryan Blaney is fifth. Ricky Stenhouse is sixth. Joey Logano, Blaney's teammate, is seventh. Matt Tiff, David Ragan's teammate, is eighth. Corey LaJoy is still in ninth. And then Kyle Busch is 10th. So, we have 34 cars on the lead lap, 35 on, well, Cody Ware has technically not left the race yet, but anything can still happen. So Newman leads, then it's Ragan, Bowman, Bell, and Blaney. Lots of B's. Lots of B's. So 22 laps are complete. We are actually coming up on halfway in this race. So anything can still happen here. So here we go. Pace car pulls on in. Ryan Newman. His last win came at Phoenix in 2017 in the spring. Can he get his first win for Roush or David Ragan, who has not won since 2013 in his final full year in the Cup Series? Could he get a win for Front Row? But here we go. Pace car is in, and we are up to full song once again here at Talladega. And Alex Bowman got a better restart than David Ragan, and Bowman looks to the inside of the 38. Down the back straightaway, Newman continues to lead as we are now 2 by 2 by 2, almost 3 wide down into turn number 3. Christopher Bell is all over the back of Bowman for the moment, but here comes David Ragan fighting back, as well as Ryan Blaney. Down the front straightaway, and David Ragan has a strong run. Newman leads that lap, but I think Ragan's going to get around Newman. And he does. David Ragan to the point with Blaney now in second. I'm just following Newman here just to see how far back Ryan Newman will go. Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell are splitting Newman. And then in turn number 3, Christopher Bell did not get a good turn 3, and I hear trouble. Daniel Suarez into the outside wall in turn number 3. And that is caution number 3. And it looks like it's a single car incident, and it's just the 41. Suarez, who just missed out on the playoffs this year, and it looks like more troubles for that team. Denny Hamlin is a ways back, so playoff contender farther back. Even though he has all those wins and those playoff points, I don't necessarily count in Denny Hamlin just yet. So as we see Suarez down pit road, is Suarez done? Confirmed. He is done, and he is the 34th retiree, and by the way, Cody Ware is also out of the race. By the way, just look at the speeds again. Upwards of like 230 miles an hour. So down the back straightaway here. Let's see what happened. Landon Castle is blocking Suarez. And, oh, interesting. Fortunately, only a single car wreck for this time around. I want to watch this again. This actually interests me. I think Suarez came down on Castle. Yeah, I'm going to pin this one on Suarez this time. Because if you look like really closely, Suarez turned down on Castle. And I don't know why. The only other thing I can just think about, too, is how close there. Look how close Chris Buescher was from getting into this wreck. All Suarez. By the way, I just want to give a shout out to Splash and Go Graphics. Just look at the damage model on the 41. That looks fantastic. Thank you guys so much for all of your work on that. But, yeah, so Suarez is done. Oh, here, I know an onboard we could do. Chase. Here, let's go down the back straightaway here. Okay, let's look. Oh. You know what I was thinking? Okay. I want to see this in slow-mo again. I don't think that Suarez was expecting Castle to check up as much as he did. So, okay. That could just be a racing incident, honestly. And Zippy Shippy, that's not what I meant at all. So, let's see here. Alright, very good. So question. Did they pit? Did not look like they did. Okay, very good. No cars pitted. Let's look at the little rundown here. So, Daniel Suarez is retired, and he will finish in 34th. So let's see here. So top 10 is as follows. David Ragan, last win, came at Talladega in 2013, is your leader. And he started on pole, so he is holding on to his own, which is fantastic. Ryan Newman is second, and the last time he won was in Phoenix of 2017. He has never won at Talladega before. His last, his only restrictor plate win was at the Daytona 500 in 2008. Alex Bowman, one career win, and it came at Chicagoland earlier this year. Nice. Ryan Blaney is 4th, and he has 2 wins, Pocono 2017 and the Roval in 2018. Christopher Bell, literally his first start in the Cup Series, but he has plenty of wins in the Xfinity Series and could potentially win the championship this year. Corey LaJoie, the first winner tonight, is currently running in 6th. Ricky Stenhouse, his only wins came at Super Speedway races, both 2017 at Talladega and Daytona, respectively. Joey Logano, the last year's Monster Energy Cup Series champion, is 8th. Kyle Busch, the 2015 champion, is 9th. And Daniel Hemrick in 10th. I do want to give a shout out to Hemrick because it stinks that he is out of a ride at the end of this year. Hopefully he finds something decent. It does stink though that he is out after just 1 year. But yeah, he's currently running in 10th. Then the rest of the top 20 is as follows. Matt Tifft, Kyle Larson, Paul Menard, Chase Elliott, JJ Yaley. If you guys are wondering about JJ Yaley, he's in 15th right now. Ty Dillon is 16th, followed by Brendan Gaughan, Chris Buescher, Jimmy Johnson holding his own in 19th, and Ryan Preece is in 20th. Alright, so let's do some math here. So we have currently 28 laps done. When they restart, 28 laps are going to be complete. 47, let's see, 37, that's 10. 27, that's 20. I believe we'll have 19 laps to go here when we restart this race. So it's a pretty quick race. It's not as long as the other race that we had. And I just realized we've been going for 2.5 hours. So, shoot, we've been going on for quite a while. That's good to know. All right, guys. So, question. Who do you guys got? Are you guys going to stick with your picks? Or are you guys going to change it up? What do you think? Do you think David Ragan will still win? Do you think Newman will win? How about Bowman? Do you think he'll win? What do you guys think? And don't forget, Corey LaJoie is 6th. So anything can still happen. Alright, so here we go. Pace car is pulling on in. David Ragan is currently your winner. Not your winner, your leader. Followed by Ryan Newman, Bowman, Blaney, and Bell. We are going to have 19 laps to go here. And still anything can happen. So, here we go. We are racing. Boy, we had a little bit of a jam up farther back as Kyle Busch and Daniel Hemrick went to the high side. And here we go for the lead. The Ryan's Grim. Ryan Newman and Ryan Blaney have both gone on to the inside, and Newman is looking underneath David Ragan for the lead. Down the back straightaway here, and Newman clears David Ragan, but can Blaney do anything about it as we have a blown motor? That is Brendan Gaughan. It looks like his engine has grenaded, and it looks like Brendan Gaughan is out for the night. Meanwhile, back up front, and Newman is out front, and Ryan Blaney is about to be passed by Alex Bowman. So Newman is now your leader with 18 laps to go. David Ragan second, then you got Bowman, Blaney, Bell, and LaJoie. Not as bunched up this time, which is good. Blaney looking to the inside of Bowman. Might not be the best of moves as I expected. Bowman gets an excellent run as well as Christopher Bell in the 5. And Alex Bowman got an excellent run as well as Christopher Bell. Down the front straightaway, and Bowman might give a shove to Newman with only now 17 laps to go. 3 wide for 1 second, and David Ragan is going to shoot out in front. So move Ragan back into the lead, with now Newman second, Bowman third, Blaney fourth, Stenhouse fifth. And now we have a bit of a pack behind as the other front row racing cars are moving into the picture with Matt Tifft and Michael McDowell. And guys, the GOAT himself, BJ McLeod, is about to make his way up into the top 10. Newman leads, and now Alex Bowman to the high side of David Ragan, as Ryan Blaney and Ricky Stenhouse have now joined them. Boy, that was really close, as Corey LaJoy has an excellent run through turns 1 and 2. And we got trouble. Ryan Blaney in the middle of the pack, Christopher Bell, Daniel Hemrick, and more. Oh boy, lots of cars here. And this is a huge wreck. Oh boy. You hate to see it. So in that one moment, that has taken out numerous cars. David Ragan is their leader still. Daniel Hemrick's day is done. Chase Elliott's day is probably done. Landon Castle's day is done. Ryan Blaney flew through the air. Ben Rhodes, Brendan Gaughan, Christopher Bell, among others. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why we drive with restrictor plates. Alright. Well, I'm going to have some fun here with replays. Alright, so what happened? So it was right here. Menard. Okay. So, very beginning, from the top. Oh, Ryan Blaney ran up on Christopher Bell. And they all got into each other. Okay. That's interesting. So let's follow Blaney first. So he's backwards. And right there. So Bubba is out just like that. And Ben Rhodes. And it just becomes like a wrecking ball. And right. Oh boy. He is really high up in the air. So that's a thing. Here, I'm going to get rid of this for a second. All right. Da 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 da. Jeez. Man, of course it had to happen to Blaney. Just through the air, up and over, numerous times. There's Ben Rhodes right there. Ben is done for the night. Alright, I'm going to try something here. Just for giggles. Let's see. Let's see. Not him. Here we go. There. All right, let's have some fun with onboard, shall we? Let's start with Menard. Alright, next up, Hemrick. Jeez. You got a nice view of Blaney high in the air. Let's see. How high do you think is Blaney? You know what I mean. Jeez, just look at that. Alright. Yeah, let's go on board with Blaney. Why not? Well, actually here, before I do that, let's do the helicopter view. Hold on. I need to see that. No way. Oh, right on top of him. Right on top. Alright. So there you go, guys. There's the big one. On board with Hamlin. Let's see here. Someone mentioned NASCAR, or who was it? Victor Klein on board of Hamlin. Let's take a look. Oh, he went flying. Oh, look at that. Ryan Blaney is way up there. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's get back racing, shall we? Alright, so through the madness. Let's figure this out. So we have 24 cars on track, all on the lead lap. Cars that are out: Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Daniel Hemrick, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Ben Rhodes, Landon Castle, William Byron are all out. So now in turn, the top 10 are as follows. Ryan Newman, Alex Bowman. Guys, Corey LaJoie is in third. David Ragan is fourth. Then Stenhouse. Larson is up to sixth. BJ McLeod is seventh. Joey Logano 8th, Kyle Busch 9th, Michael McDowell 10th, and Matt Tifft is 11th. And so we are coming up here on 11 laps to go. So 11 laps to go here in this race. Who are your guys' picks to win now? So let's see other drivers. You got Matt Tifft, Chris Buescher, Ryan Preece, Ty Dillon, JJ Yaley, Jimmy Johnson, Austin Dillon, Ross Chastain, Ryan Sieg, Eric Almirola, Garrett Smithley, Eric Jones, Denny Hamlin, and Paul Menard are all on track and on the lead lap. Here we go. Green flag is back out here at Talladega. And Bowman gets an excellent restart here with 11 laps to go. Corey LaJoie thought about going with Bowman, but thought against it and decided to go to the inside. So Corey is trying to prove that his win in the first race was no fluke. Because here he is in second now. And here he goes to the inside. Just barely blocks David Ragan. As down into turn number 3 here. And it looks like Ryan Newman is going to keep the lead. David Ragan third. Stenhouse fourth. Bowman fifth. JJ Yaley is slowly creeping into the picture here. He's looking to the high side here with now only 10 laps to go. So we got nothing but Fords in the top 4. with now Larson in 5th. Down into turn number 3 here. Corey LaJoie looking to the inside. Now Ragan. No, boy, that was close. David Ragan definitely gave Corey a big shove as Stenhouse is now looking to the high side of David Ragan. And guys, all of the front row cars are definitely not far behind with only 9 laps to go. Ryan Newman continues to lead. Stenhouse is now in 3rd. Bowman and Matt Tifft are definitely making their presence known. All of the front row racing cars are inside the top 10. Down the back straightaway, we kind of have 3 groups right now as Corey LaJoie is going to get that strong run off of turn number 3. And here he goes to the high side of Ryan Newman. Down the front straightaway, and Corey LaJoie, he clears Newman now, and Corey will lead his first lap with only 8 laps to go. Into turn number 1, Alex Bowman is now in 4th. BJ McLeod is up to 5th. Kyle Larson is moving his way up into the top 10 as well. JJ Yaley is falling back. And a couple of Roush cars, Newman and Stenhouse are together. And Newman's looking to the high side of Corey LaJoie. And there they go with a strong run. And here comes BJ McLeod from 5th. And he has a very strong car with only, 8 laps to go. Newman leads with Stenhouse now in 2nd. And looks like we got some new faces. Kyle Larson is moving into the picture. Kyle Busch is moving into the picture. Jimmy Johnson is moving into the picture. So guys, there's we don't know who the winner is. And look at the Roushketeers, 1st and 2nd and pulling away. But will Newman stay behind Stenhouse? Down the front straightaway here, 7 laps to go. And Stenhouse stays behind Newman. Or Newman stays behind Stenhouse the entire time. Corey LaJoie, though, has a strong run down the back straightaway. Almirola almost hit the outside wall, but no dice. And here comes Corey LaJoie to the high side. And he has help from Kyle Larson. A couple of other new faces. Alex Bowman and Michael McDowell are making their presence known. And down the front straightaway, Corey LaJoie is now all by himself, but here in the super speedways, that's not necessarily a good thing with only 5 laps to go. Boy, we now have a group of cars here. We got all the front row racing cars. McDowell, Ragan, and Tifft are all up here. Kyle Larson is now in 2nd. Ricky Stenhouse is in 3rd. McDowell 4th, and Newman for the moment is 5th. Let's look at the speeds. LaJoie is going 240, now 220. Larson 230. I'm just waiting to see if anyone has a run. And here they come down the front straightaway once again. Corey LaJoie with a pretty big lead. With now only, that would be 4 laps to go. Larson is starting to chase down Corey LaJoie. Does anybody have anything for LaJoie? Down the back straightaway once more. Stenhouse 3rd, McDowell 4th, Newman 5th. Here comes Kyle Busch. Never count out the Candyman, as he's going to swing by the high side here around David Ragan. And how about Stenhouse with a strong run off of turn number 4? Here comes Stenhouse. Down the front straightaway. Stenhouse is passed by Larson, and here he goes, about to go by Corey LaJoie. 3 laps to go here at Talladega. And how about Michael McDowell? We have not talked about him all race long. Here he comes. He is now in 2nd. So Stenhouse is now your leader. Can he get his 3rd win for Roush Racing? As Newman looks underneath McDowell. No dice there. And Stenhouse continues to lead. As we have a Ford brigade. The top 4 are all Fords. Here comes Kyle Busch. And Chris Buescher is also making his presence known, as he is in the top 10 with only 2 laps to go here at Talladega. Kyle Busch is to the high side. McDowell blocks Kyle Busch up high. That is probably a smart move. With Stenhouse still in the lead. But now Kyle Busch is pushing McDowell to the lead possibly. As we go down the back straightaway here, Kyle Busch looks to the inside of McDowell. Can McDowell win for Front Row Motorsports? Down turn number 3 into turn number 4 for the final time. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is your leader with Ryan Newman with an impressive run down the front straightaway. And Newman to the outside of McDowell. Newman out of nowhere. White flag is out. Last lap here at Talladega. And Newman could steal this win away. Ryan Newman with an absolutely rocket of a run through turn number 4 could absolutely steal the win with a couple of front row racing cars behind. That is Michael McDowell and that is David Ragan. Final time here. Ryan Newman with a huge lead. Does anybody have anything for the Rockets? Off of turn number 4. And it doesn't look like it. Ryan Newman off of turn down the front straightaway will win here at I missed it. Here at Talladega. Come on, get my views. There we go. Ryan Newman with an impressive turn number 4 gets the job done. So there you go. Even though Newman is out of the playoffs, he can still get the job done. All right, I want to see that last lap. Where the heck did Newman come from? So he was, what? Was it 3rd at that time? No, he was 4th. So yeah, coming off of turn number 4. Jeez, that was incredible. Because above McDowell, and he goes right by Stenhouse. Jeez. That was impressive by Newman. Let's do this. All right, so let's go through the final results here of this race. So Ryan Newman is your winner. Michael McDowell finishes 2nd. So Front Row Racing 2nd and 3rd. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finishes 4th. So Fords all across top 4, and it's Roush and Front Row. Kyle Busch 5th, Joey Logano 6th, Kyle Larson 7th, followed by Jimmy Johnson, Eric Almirola. Let's do this. So Almirola finishes 9th, and then Corey LaJoie finishes in 10th. Eric Jones 11th, then it's Austin Dillon. Ross Chastain with 13th. Chris Buescher 14th. Alex Bowman 15th. Matt Tiff falls back to 16th. JJ Yaley 17th. McLeod 18th. Then Ty Dillon, and then Garrett Smithley with a top 20. Denny Hamlin 21st. Ryan Preece, Paul Menard, and then Ryan Sieg finishes 24th. Everybody else was out. Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Daniel Hemrick, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, and Ben Rhodes, Landon Castle, and William Byron were part of that big wreck. Brendan Gaughan had a clutch issue. Daniel Suarez had a single car incident. And then Cody Ware, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Martin those were all out from that one wreck. Martin Truex Jr., Clint Boyer, Kligerman, Keselowski, and DiBenedetto were in that first wreck. All right, so let's talk a little bit here. So that will do it for the first NR2003 stream. So I just want to know, what did you guys think? So who won the first race, Ferris? Corey LaJoie won the first race. Yeah, so Ferris won, or hopefully you won something. But that was fun. That was really fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. This was a complete test drive. Like, I did not know if this was going to work or not. I got a lot of... this is definitely the most viewers I've gone for a stream. So I'm glad you guys are still around. Um, it's definitely been tough these past few months for sure, but I'm glad that you guys were here and stuck around. Let's see, a bunch of guys saying it was good. Sibishiri said that was fun. Colucci saying that was good. NRL Racing League said it was great. Um, cool, cool. I'm glad you guys had fun with this. Yeah, I think, I think, I think that'll do it. So yeah, I guess I'll just let you guys know now that on I just want to let you guys know that tomorrow night I will be racing on NASCAR Heat 4 on the Xbox just for fun. Um, and yeah, we'll go from there. So if you guys purposely did not watch my content until now, welcome back. I still put my heart and soul into everything I make. It's just definitely times have changed. And if you guys ever want to donate and help me out, super chats and the Streamlabs donations are greatly appreciated. And yeah, Alaskan Yankee, thank you so much for stopping by. Doritos and Mountain Dew, thank you for stopping by. NRL, thank you so much for both. Yeah, I have a bit of a headache now, so yeah, just let me know what you guys think, like in the comments section as I finish the stream, and we'll go from there. So I'll stop here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and this is Griffin Spear saying so long. Until next time. Bye. 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 Bye.